All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel, and I got a question for you. Now, how would you feel about this man right here, Zack Snyder, directing and writing another DC movie? Now, let me finish. The DC movie in question would be, well, not movie, but where he would get his inspiration from would be from the Dark Knight Returns series. Now, if any of you guys have ever seen the Dark Knight Returns animated movie or read anything about the Dark Knight Returns, I think there's like a whole series from Frank Miller, a graphic novel, if you will, be the Dark Knight Returns goes through the story of an older Bruce Wayne, an older Batman, and a basically different Gotham. Not into the Batman Beyond version, just before, like in between that Batman and Beyond version. You know what I'm saying? Where basically Batman comes out of retirement after being gone for about 10 or 15 years, I think. And, the city, most of its villains, Joker's pretty much, fake comatose, or should we just say comatose, in the hospital, in the mental hospital, being fed fucking pudding from his, that's just dropping out of his mouth. Two-Face has basically been reformed. The face completely restructured back to Harvey, but in his eyes, he doesn't see it like that. He sees it as now both sides match, and he's completely burned. That's how his mentality is so broken that he is now no longer Two-Face. He's just face, I guess. You know what I mean? So, and also Robin is a female who would later on take up the mantle as Catwoman. Man, you'd have to go and read this Dark Knight story, because they only made 2 movies of it. They made the Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and the Dark Knight Returns Part 2. And both of them were amazing. It was the Part 1 is where Batman finally killed the Joker. And in Part 2 is where we actually got to see where they had in Man of Steel, well, not Man of Steel, where they had him, what they had in Batman versus Superman was just a taste of what the fight was actually like in the actual comic book, The Dark Knight Returns. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Batman and Superman had to come to blows at the end of that, but in the end, and then on top of that, it was a whole big thing, because I believe that Superman was a government pawn in this movie as well, and he had a daughter with Wonder Woman. Bruh, look, I'm gonna just go ahead and stop right there and let you go and take a look at that comic book if you hadn't. And if you hadn't seen the animated movie, I'm sure it's on HBO Max. You can go check that out over there. But Zack Snyder basically wants to adapt that story. And it says right here that when he was asked at on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, when he made his appearance, he was asked if he want to do anything, do Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, and he said yes, but he did not want to have Henry Cavill or Ben Affleck as Batman and Superman. He wanted a completely different cast, and I'm all for it, depending on who they decide will be Batman and Superman. Now, for years, I've heard a lot of people have been saying that Armie Hammer should be the next Bruce Wayne, the next Batman. He would have been up for Batman if Robert Pattinson didn't take the role or whatnot, and I wish he would have made it. But I don't know I don't know how old Armie Hammer is, and I don't know if he'd be able to fill those shoes as an older Bruce Wayne, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, me personally, shit, I'd love to see Zack tackle the Batman the Dark Knight Returns storyline, because I know, for one, it's gonna be more than one movie. Two, if it's not one movie, it's gonna be a fucking 8-hour epic. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot to break down in that story that I can't do in this video. All I can tell you is to go watch it, go read it, and you'll see when I'm talking about it. It's very, very good. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite stories. You know what I'm saying? My favorite rendition, my favorite version of Batman. You know, especially because I'm a big fan of Frank Miller as well. And if you know Frank Miller's works, and one of his main things you should know is Sin City. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, it was gritty, it was dark, and it was, and at this time, I believe Batman, this was when he was completely demoralized. You know, he had lost, plenty of friends to the streets of Gotham. You know, everything, Gotham ain't for the faint at heart. We all know, you know what I'm saying, that between Metropolis and Gotham and Central City, you don't want to live in Gotham if you talking about having, or if you actually talking about living past 20. You know what I'm saying? So Zack Snyder wants to tackle this project, and I'm all for it. I'm all behind him on it. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think? You think Zack Snyder can do, you know, if you have seen or read The Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, if you've seen or read either of the works, do you think that Zack Snyder could do this justice? And who would you cast in Zack Snyder's, Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns as Batman and Superman and anybody else? Because Wonder Woman was there. There's, you know, all this was post-hero. The governor, they disbanded all the Justice League. Hal Jordan went to go do his space thing. You know, Superman became a government crony. Batman retired but came back, and his presence being back was not what the government needed, because, you know, the Batman, he goes where he shouldn't, and that causes problems. And that's always been the stick. Batman don't see the law. He, like Judge Dredd, he believe he is the law. You know, but, you know, an older Catwoman, a female Robin, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot going on in there. Superman and Wonder Woman's daughter, who's a fucking maniac in some ways, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it's amazing. You need to go check out the story. It's pretty damn good. It's different. I think Zack would tear this shit up if he did it, and I'm all for it. Zack, do this shit, son. You know what I'm saying? Because the Army of the Dead was amazing. Justice League, Snyder Cut was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I've watched, and for me, I'm a Zack Snyder fan. I like the way he presents his movies. They fit me. I like this. I like it. So I'm all for it. And let me know what you think down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video if you're looking forward to seeing this come to fruition, because I definitely want to see what Zack could do with this script. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe if you're new to the channel, man, because I drop videos daily, and I stream over on Twitch at Bearded Beanie Brother. Catch me on all my other social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Bearded Beanie Brother, Bearded Beanie Gaming, all that good stuff. Follow me up. You know what I'm saying? We trying to grow. We on our way to 10K, as a matter of fact, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm only at 1,400, going on 1,400 now, but it's been one hell of a ride, and I appreciate all the support and all the you know, the love, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making something that I've always wanted to do, you know, a reality, and I appreciate that. But yeah, y'all let me know if y'all down with Zack Snyder's The Dark Knight Returns. You know what I'm saying? Adapting that movie and taking it under his wing and giving it his own personal swing. You know, let me know what y'all think about that. And y'all have a good day, and I'll catch up with y'all later on. Peace.